Hey guys, I am back with another fun Halloween recipe that the family is going to love. But I do need to make one quick disclaimer. If you've got littles in the house, you might want to skip this recipe. Unlike the keto mummy dogs that I made in my last video, which turned out super cute, the end results of this one is really scary looking, very creepy. Alright, so to make this, it's your basic keto meatloaf recipe, okay? You're going to have 1.5 pounds of ground beef. You're going to have 2 eggs, about a tablespoon of garlic minced. You're going to have about 1/3 cup of diced onions. And then instead of breadcrumbs, because it is a keto recipe, I use crushed pork rinds. And you can actually buy these on Amazon already pre-crushed. So you don't have to like buy a bag of pork rinds and start crushing yourself. You could, this is faster and easier. And then just salt and pepper to taste. That's going to be the meatloaf part. Then you're going to want to make the zombie face, and you're going to take bacon to use it to wrap around the zombie's face, and that's basically going to be like the muscle tissue for the zombie. And then you're going to cut up onions in such a way that you're going to form the teeth and the eyes. Alright guys, I'm going to go ahead and bring you in for a closer look for making the meatloaf. To make the meatloaf portion, you're going to put in all the ingredients except for the eyes and the bacon. And so that's going to be 1/2 cup of crushed pork rind, 1/3 cup of onion, about a tablespoon of minced garlic, 2 eggs, salt however much you want to taste, and same with the pepper. You want just enough pepper to taste. And now for the messy part, you've got to get your hands in there and you're just going to squish everything together until it is fully incorporated. Now that the meatloaf portion is done, you're just going to take this and you're going to shape it into the basic shape of an oval head. Alright, once you've got the head shape, now it's time to add in the eyes. And I actually just use the very center of the onions because that kind of makes the eyes a bit bulbous. And then I just cut out kind of thick strips of onion that we will use for the teeth. Now we're going to add the bacon, and this is going to be like the muscle tissue on the zombie. And as the bacon cooks down and it gets, starts getting crispy, then this part is going to start looking really, really gross. Get some right between the eyes here, get the chin going, and you really just want to wrap it in such a way that you're still seeing the eyes and the teeth very, very well. There we go. How about that? All right, I'm going to get this in the oven at 400 degrees for about 30 minutes. At that point, we're going to pull it out of the oven and add some no sugar added ketchup, which is going to be the blood all over the zombie's face. We'll be back in 30 minutes. Using a couple of tablespoons of sugar-free ketchup or no sugar added ketchup, you're going to add a little blood to the bacon part of the face. Try to leave the teeth and the eyes out of it. And we can add some more once it's done too. Alright guys, it looks really, really gross. I know it's going to taste amazing because beef and bacon, you can't go wrong with that. But I'll put a picture of it on the screen right here so you can see it and get a good up close look at it. This is fun to make. A couple of things to consider. I did forget, it really works better with a leaner cut of ground beef. I had very fatty ground beef, and since going ketogenic, I typically go for the fattier ground beef. However, when you're making a meatloaf, it really does produce a lot more juice compared to what you would like to see. So if I can find it, I'll also show you a picture of last year's zombie meatloaf that we did with a leaner cut of meat. Alright guys, that is all I have for you. That is my last Halloween recipe for this year. Check out a few other videos on this channel. Again, I've got the mummy dogs that I did yesterday. I've got lots of dessert recipes, and there's also a ton of recipes on the blog. All that stuff will be linked in the description box below. You guys have a great day, and I will see you on the next video.